And we're back with that from VJ. Thank you so much. We're back, everyone. Welcome to the Alignment, our very adult content Monster of the Week campaign. So we do have disclaimers. Coarse language, sexual references, drug references, and adult content and and comedy. So that's it right up front. You've been warned.
Horror as well. Horror themes, but it's Monster of the Week. You kind of expect
horror themes, violence, whole bunch of stuff.
That too.
Trying to get it on with somebody in there.
Wow, that's right up front.
I'm thirsty, y'all. Y'all don't understand this hunger.
Okay. So Hitokiri Chibi did the amazing overlay. Cat Roulette did the frames many years ago. We have Soundscape in the background for the audio tracks and our mood settings. And that's pretty much everything for our bookkeeping, apart from if you donate to the channel, every $1 or per 100 bits you donate, you actually give us experience points. So nominate the person, and that person gets experience points. This was supposed to be a temporary game, so that was supposed to be just an easy thing to have fun. Some people go up levels in entire sessions because we're just here to have fun. We're here to just have fun, make jokes, and have a good time. And hopefully we can entertain you by doing that. So if you want to donate. It makes us very much appreciated, but we're not asking for hundreds of dollars. A few dollars here and there, that's all we're asking for. If you
donate directly to me, hundreds of dollars, I will take it.
I was going to say, Trace is always asking for a few $100.
Yes, but Tracy's selling something for that.
Yeah.
I mean,
my Venmo is please send cash.
Wrong person.
No, Molgars is not here right now. That is her Twitter. Please send cash. But anyway, let's get into this. Wolf, you're keeper of mysteries and monsters, so you can take over now.
Okay, first things first. Everyone introduce yourselves. I'll go first since Karsh is so kindly passed the torch to me. I am Wolf of Red Roses. I will be your keeper for this night's entertainment. I will run the monsters and run the mazes and whatever other old references to old school RPGs we can make here. But going down the line here, I will now pass it off to VJ Stonecraft.
Hi, I'm VJ Stonecraft. Tonight I'm playing Trace Jenkins, your friendly neighborhood drug dealer, who tonight is playing Stacy Jenkins, your local dipshit drama queen and the uglier sister, because I'm currently wanted by the police, which is why my Venmo is please send cash.
Next up, Karsh.
Okay. Hi, my name's Karsh the Goblin. I'm playing Munch, the zombie. He's the ex-friend of everybody, and I say ex because he's dead, but he's back now, and they're not allowing him to feed as much as he wants, so it's kind of an issue. And he freaks people out, so I'm enjoying that.
Dr. Oblong.
G'day, I'm Dr. Oblong. Today I will be playing Betsy, the constructed, hang on, let me just look up exactly what she is. I'll open up Marv's sheet. I'm pretty sure she's a 1971 hardtop Oldsmobile 442 with pearl white and gold racing stripes. Except for one door, which is blue, and that's also one of her arms, but it just looks like a cool tat sleeve when she's in robot form.
That's right.
Is there detailing on the car door that is not on the rest of the car? Like, is there just one decal on that arm?
Yep.
Okay. Finally, we go to Howln.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Howln. I am playing Eugene, yes, our unlovable and very much cuckold detective of the group. And yeah, we'll see if anyone will ever love me today. We'll see if today's the day.
Probably not.
No.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm just being honest with you. I know what's happening in the module. Probably not.
I watched last episode. I probably not know.
And also, speaking of, let's go over the events of last episode. We joined our party friends. I don't know what we call ourselves, but we joined the investigators as Prospero had sent them all invitations to some sort of party happening in California, saying, come on out, we'll have a good time. We'll fly everyone back when it's done. It'll be great. And unfortunately didn't provide you transportation to there. So all of you deciding to be the responsible adults you are piled into Betsy before certain facts were revealed about the old Oldsmobile. Making your way, you eventually stopped at a small town and stayed the night at a motel. Pretty uneventful for the most part until in the morning when the sheriff started knocking on.
For others got lucky.
No, no one got lucky in this whole freaking party.
One actually got lucky, one thinks they got lucky, and one got very unlucky.
No, one got
well,
fucked.
one had to watch.
Fuck he got.
Unlucky. I said that pretty much covered it. But in the morning after your night of debauchery and whatever have you, police knocked on your door, specifically the sheriff of this town, asking about the location of two missing high schoolers, Rebecca Shelby and David Kirchner. In the course of asking you these questions, y'all done fucked up and made some mistakes. You revealed that there were drugs, illegal drugs, throughout the hotel rooms. You revealed your rampant sexual degeneracy to the police of this town. And some of you were arrested, others not so much. Eventually saved from the cop car by a cascade of water-filled blow-up dolls and a chainsaw applied to a cop's door. Escaping in Betsy, you all were going down the highway out to California when you heard a thud and there was a small child seemingly hit on the side of the road by Betsy. Stopping to investigate, Uncle Marv sadly was attacked by what turned out to be not a small child, but some sort of horrible monster. On the brink of death, the rest of the group managed to fend it off and drive it away as Betsy transformed for the first time in front of everyone into a form that maybe was always there or maybe was a recent addition, but she runs and picks up Uncle Marv in her arms as his consciousness slowly fades from his body. Alive, but severely injured. And that is where we will join our investigators.
We need to get Uncle Marv to hospital.
No, we need to figure out what the fuck that shit is. Like,
I mean, clearly it's a child, Eugene.
Are we blind? Am I the only one who sees the walking, talking animatronic item in front of us right now?
Oh shit!
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Hi, y'all. As I cradle Uncle Marv in one arm.
All right, I'm gonna get my shotgun. This just needs to happen now.
Quick question for you: where was your shotgun?
It was inside Betsy. Yeah, I was about to go grab it. Yeah.
What are you gonna do? You gotta go try and pop her trunk.
Uh-huh.
It ain't the first time I've tried doing that to somebody. I'm just be honest here.
Yeah, you're gonna reach into to up the booty.
Yeah.
So exactly I will ask a question here that I feel is important. Are you attempting any sort of subtlety with this, or are you just going up and trying to pop the trunk?
No, I don't know what subtle is. I'm just shoving my hands up there. That's how I feel it should work.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and Betsy's like, it's called permission, little man.
Oh,
and you don't have it.
Fuck this shit. Someone shoot it.
Look, we got to get Marv to the hospital. Quick snapperoo.
Well, it would be much easier if you turned back into a fucking car.
And she turns back into a car, and Uncle Marv's lying on the back seat.
Okay. Oh, how far is it to St. Teresa's? in prosperity? Far.
Like a day?
Yeah, you've driven a whole day, so
Yeah,
it's about
so
a day's ride back the way you were
There's
going,
probably
so,
a hospital in this town or something.
We're wanted
seems like
in
a
this
reasonable
town.
assumption to
Specifically,
have.
I am wanted in this town.
I mean, you're all wanted. Like, the sheriff did see all of you. Like, none of you hid your identities very well.
Oh,
I'm
he
not
didn't.
wanted.
He didn't hear me shout out the car window. My name is Stacy Jenkins, the uglier sister.
I'm
yeah,
not
and-
wanted.
and- I mean, no, you're very much not wanted. I'm glad we agree on something.
If I had
Walked right into
feelings,
it.
I would be hurt.
They don't do wanted dead or alive no more.
Well, I'm okay with that because I'm already dead.
Trace looks at the car Betsy. Is car Betsy able to talk when she's in car form?
Mm-hmm. It
Go
comes
with the
out of the
radio.
speakers. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Like Bumblebee from a hit franchise.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Trace is gonna sit down in the driver's side, like glance in the rearview mirror very guiltily because she's definitely had sex with Prospero in the back seat. She's like, is this like technically like a threesome? Like I'm a little confused as to what this entails. But she decides to push away that thought for a little bit. And she'll turn around to the others, to Munch and to Eugene, and say, just get in the fucking car. We'll take Uncle Marv to the hospital. You know, I'll run over the kid on the way there. And it'll be all
The
Again.
kid disappeared. The kid
The kid
right?
ran like through a. You're going down one of those kind of not wooded, but like there's trees on either side paths of the road. So like it ran through a tree line and is out of sight.
Okay.
So it's not on the
mean-
road or like anywhere.
I mean, even better, not our fucking problem anymore. Fuck that kid. Let's get Uncle Marv to a hospital.
There you go,
I'm
Eugene.
assuming
There's an
that
option
Uncle
for you.
Marv's in there.
Betsy starts without you and just
Age.
takes off down the road.
But like
Where am I
not
going?
back there where I'm wanted. Like not like the next town maybe that has a hospital.
I think this is a good time to call for a roll. Let me see here.
I was going
Me-
to see if I can GPS. Oh, do a
That's what I'm going to
search.
say. It's going to be an act under pressure to see if there's maybe a hospital that isn't in a town where you are now wanted.
I'll do it.
Sure.
Oh, someone else's.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I thought that was me. That's an act under pressure, a 9, which is going to be a mixed success. So on a 7 to 9, the keeper is going to give me a worse outcome, hard choice, or a price to pay.
Gee, you're wanted.
Very obvious. I will say nearby for a normal hospital, there is none. There is a veterinary clinic in the next town over that maybe you could raid for supplies, but it's hard to say if that would work. You're also, none of you are medical experts. So,
I mean, Uncle Marv's ex-wife did always call him a dog, so I feel like this could work.
Unky Marv gets fixed up by the carnival vet quite a bit.
I do now work at the hospital.
No, the mortuary's not at the hospital. It's on the outskirts of town.
Disposing of bodies doesn't fucking count, dude.
anyway, the options are you can go try and raid the veterinary clinic for supplies, or you could go to the actual hospital where you wanted. If you go to the veterinary clinic, you will have to perform all the stuff yourself, like all the medical procedures and fixing up of Uncle Marv. If you go to the hospital, they'll do it.
I have faith in myself that I can do it. I'm already sterilized.
And there's
alcohol.
And there's animals at the vet.
Oh God. Munch, I don't get the wrong idea, but we're gonna go to the veterinary clinic, and then I'm going to use the handcuffs that I took off of the hot cop to handcuff you to Betsy. Again.
No, you're not. You're not handcuffing that weird thing to me.
I will also remind you the handcuffs were broken as a part of getting them out of the handcuffs.
I would also like to remind you that I have a bra of holding, and I definitely have more handcuffs.
I mean, that might be true, but you don't have the cops' handcuffs. You have a different thing.
I have
They're a little bit
cops handcuffs.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's got
these
the
ones have
fluffy
been
ones.
outfitted to be a little bit fluffier. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we go to the veterinary hospital. I handcuff Munch to Betsy.
No, you don't. Betsy transforms and refuses.
Wait, are we dating
my
now? This is a
God.
bit awkward.
Can I?
What?
Okay, then fuck it. I handcuff Munch
I mean, is it even possible?
to Eugene. And the handcuffs can be your get along handcuffs.
The fuck? I'm guessing she did this when I was just drunk and plastered, because clearly.
Yeah, we'll say
think she's
that
still
seems
done it.
appropriate. Yeah. Now, good old Eugene and Munch are handcuffed together.
Keep him from eating animals and people. And if you do that, Eugene, I might give you a kiss.
Yo, sit the fuck down, Munch.
Did we get him fixed in here? Did we get him fixed in this building?
I start,
So you arrive at the veterinary clinic and it's closed right now. You'd have to break in to get the supplies, but
Yeah.
there's
No. Yeah. So Betsy just transforms and kicks the door in.
oh yeah, roll me kick some ass.
All right. Yeah.
If you
Not
fail,
a
you slipped
problem.
on some oil. I swear. Like,
I have a different now. Don't worry about what happens if this fails. I have ideas. Don't worry about it. Hey. So this thing's not going to deal damage back to you. It is a door. It can't. I will say that since you rolled an 8, instead of inflicting, physical harm, it's going to inflict some social harm as the alarm sounds from kicking in the door.
Mm-hmm.
So you are on a clock now.
let
Great.
me see if I can
Excellent.
deal with that. See if I can act under pressure to try to disable the alarm.
Wait,
So I'm gonna
could
say it's-
Eugene try that? Eugene's a hacker.
So I'm gonna. If you're gonna want to do that, I will say it's probably gonna be 2 rolls: one to identify the source of the alarm, and then another roll to hack it.
oh yeah. No, that's me. As a
I'll
sip of whiskey.
I'll do the help action.
Sure. All right, help out. Roll a help out to Eugene.
Trying to find help.
Now, are you helping out on the hacking of the alarm part of this, or the finding the alarm part of this?
I think finding. I mean, I can tell there's 2 separate roles. I can help both. We are
Yeah, you can.
tied together, so to speak.
Mhm.
So to try to find this, because we're locked together because of
So I do want to ask Eugene: do you want to go find the source of the alarm?
Well, I was told by Trace to go do it, so I'm gonna go do it.
Okay. In that case, Karsh, roll me the help out.
Don't you have a mind of your own?
Hey, look, I want to get some loving up in here. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm lonely.
Okay.
I mean,
So 7 to 9, you do give them +1. You're exposing yourself to danger, though. All right. In that case, can I get Eugene to roll the investigate a mystery
Sure.
with a +1?
the hotel room had a suitcase just full of inflatables.
I want something hot here. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Warm water.
No.
So you get a 12. Great success. So you definitely are able to find the alarm. I will also allow you to ask me 2 questions related to maybe finding out a easier way to hack it, finding where the tools are you need to fix Uncle Marv. Questions like that if you want to ask me something along those lines.
I actually have literally a hacker skill, so that's where I was just gonna use that.
Where's
Right,
the
but I'm saying you
passcode
passed
put
the-
down?
Yeah.
We'll say it's partially written. You get the username you need to enter. Passcode, yeah.
Okay.
And I'll give you a +1 to it just for getting the 12.
And I'll try to help out. Oh, it's too late. Damn.
That's
Oh, dang.
success
I'm sorry.
anyway, so it all works out. No. Managed to shut off the alarm. It was going off for a few seconds, so there's probably going to be police showing up. It might be slightly delayed or something, but the alarm stopped now, at the very least.
Well, typically, if an alarm goes off, if it goes off for less than a couple of seconds, they usually just ignore it.
You also got to think this is a small town, so there's not a lot to do. So.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah.
Just wait till we fail another roll, and then suddenly the cops will turn up.
So while they're dealing with the alarm, what are Betsy and Tracy doing?
Trace is trying to put. Oh,
Betsy. Betsy just looks at Trace and goes, "I know you know all about the drugs, so I'll just leave him in your hands." And she puts him down on the bed and goes outside and transforms back as a
Trace is
lookout.
already testing out different animal drugs to see what is most potent as a painkiller, and she finds one that seems to work. So she's just going to grab everything that she can, any kind of sutures, any kind of bandages, all of the animal painkillers, and she'll just throw them in her bra.
Okay. So are you not treating them here? You're just grabbing the supplies here then?
Yeah.
Okay. Not a problem. In that case, Karsh, do me a favor. Lower the countdown to dusk.
Right. That's always a good thing.
Don't love that.
We're gonna die.
Yeah, that's not good.
Do roll me an act under pressure to find the actual supplies you need to do what you're trying to do. Because turns out human meds to like animal meds, not a 1-to-1 ratio.
And Trace did drop out of school, so math isn't her best subject. A mixed success. So that's okay. You're still going to give me a hard bargain or a choice.
Yeah, I will. Do you take the horse tranquilizer or the cat tranquilizer?
So I know Uncle Marv like the back of my hand. Like, he is my best friend. He practically raised me. I know what this man can take. Obviously, I take the horse trank.
He raised you, but didn't raise me.
Well, yeah, a necromancer raised you. What the fuck?
Okay.
Well,
good call.
You grab the horse tranquilizers. I assume you all load back up into Betsy and car form and drive off. Now, are you trying to find a safe place to also do this surgery? Or are you just doing it in the back of the car as Betsy drives down the road?
Listen, Prospero is at the end of this car trip in California. And Trace wants some Californication. So I'm going to keep driving, and I'm just going to explain to Munch and Eugene, who are handcuffed together, how I think this should go, and like the dosage.
Okay.
So you're getting us to do it in the back seat.
Now, remember, he was retired to safety.
He won't die here. I'm not saying he'll die.
Paralyzed, maybe.
We're just gonna have a real bad trip.
You remember how you wanted like a malpractice bill to come through to get you some money? Well, you might get it in a different way than you expected. Might be in the form of disability payments the rest of your life, but you know, you'll live.
A coma is not dead, technically.
But
it's true. You're safe in the hospital bed.
No, a coma's not safe.
I know.
A doctor would never say a coma is safe.
I know. It's fine.
But technically, anyway, not dead.
It's true. But apparently, you're doing surgery in the back of Betsy.
Yep.
Act under pressure.
Well, hang on. I think it's a help out first from Trey.
Yeah, help out from Betsy to like try and keep the suspension level so you're not bouncing around in the back of this really rickety old car.
I can do that. I'm built for that. Literally. No, but when you were created to serve a specific function, pick one, and I picked assistant. You have a +2 bonus when helping out.
Okay.
Literally what I was built to do.
All right, roll help out.
I think helping out in the back seat.
I feel like that could be used in so many other ways. Okay.
And I still just got a 7.
I think Betsy did, in fact, use it in other ways in the past.
All right. Well, 7 still gives them a +1 to the roll, but you're going to expose yourself to trouble or danger.
Oh, that didn't add the +2. Yeah, it's still
that'd still be a 9, so it's still in the same range, so it's fine. But yeah, no. So who is doing the surgery? Okay, Munch is doing the surgery. You are going to have a +1. You are handcuffed to someone else. That was not undone. Yeah,
it's very inebriated, by the way, too. I'm just drinking my pain away being stuck in here.
so we'll just say make a act under pressure flat.
So act under pressure flat. Okay.
Yeah.
This is not a good stat for me, so just like a heads up. Let's fail.
It's all right.
Oh no.
Something.
So, the surgery with Uncle Marv actually goes surprisingly well. Doesn't seem to be any complications. Like, you're able to treat him. The tranquilizer probably puts him out for a little longer than you're going to hope for, but he'll live and probably be fine afterward. However, Eugene
where
being
is that
drunk,
finger?
we'll find it later underneath the seat. But Eugene being drunk, sadly, is like digging around through the trunk is one of those things in the backseat where you pull it down so you can access the trunk by hand.
Yeah.
Sadly, he accesses the shotgun we have established is in the back and pulls the trigger.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
I'm not going to say Betsy takes any harm because that's not fair for Betsy to take harm on someone else's roll. What I will say happens is it does alert the cop who had a speed trap set up. And the cop just heard a shotgun go off. And so you hear the sirens winding up as a cop car pulls onto the road behind you.
Oh my God, I never paid my last DUI ticket. No.
Do you pay any of them? I thought that was Prospero.
I try to be at least do one of them out of the 10 a year.
I think that was a month.
Question.
No.
Yeah.
How widespread is the traffic in my nudes?
Huh.
I know I never leave home without the trading card collection. So
Your suitcase that you brought is just binders full of trace nudes.
How widespread? I mean, you're probably somewhat well known. I'm not going to say you're worldwide famous, but you're only a day out of prosperity. People probably have seen them.
So I'm an influencer. Cool. All right. Yeah. So I'm gonna pull over the car. I'm gonna pull over Betsy very coyly.
no.
Okay. You do pull over to a stop. Cop car pulls up behind you. Police officer steps out, walks over. It's like license and registration, and also everyone step out of the vehicle immediately. I heard a firearm.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Cops suck, and depending on one's
That is
point of view,
accurate.
cops could be seen as evil. Can I use cast out evil to get rid of this fucking cop?
Is this the same cast out, like the same thing you tried to do with the children?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to roll a die myself. I'm not supposed to do this. If I roll even, then this cop is evil. If I roll odd, he's not. He's just some local cop. He grew up here. He just happened to get the only job he could. Roll. That's a 1. No, this guy's just a local cop. Not really an evil guy.
Debatable. Okay. So instead of that,
maybe not the most ethically sound, but he's not evil.
Question. Got another thing up my sleeve.
Sure.
It's a cop. So could one, depending on your point of view, see a cop as a monster, and then I could use monster empathy to see what this cop wants.
So I'm gonna put probably a pin on that one. I rolled a 1. This guy's fine. He's not a monster and he's not evil. I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Officer, it was just a backfire, and I try to use my mental domination.
No, what the fuck you doing with your hands? Just stop. It's the old muffler in the back.
All right, so just to make sure I am still clear, are all of you stepping out of the vehicle, or are all of you doing this while the vehicle's in there?
I'm doing it very slowly, like leg first.
Okay.
Because you have to get out of Betsy in such weird ways because some doors don't open.
I'm trying to show a fake FBI badge like over the console drunkenly. So I'm like, hello, officer.
Security inspector.
Well, if you don't look at it close enough, yeah.
All right, I'm just making sure I understand. You're all still in Betsy. Got it. Go ahead and roll me your domination thing.
So if I can click on it here, does it come up? No, it doesn't.
There should be like 2 dice next to any skill move if it rolls, and it should just pop up that way.
So it is a charm. I've got no forward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. What does it do on a 7 to 9?
7 to 9. So on a 7 to 9, you may spend your hold to give them 10 plus, hold 3. On a 7 to 9, hold 1. You may spend your hold to give them an order. Regular people will follow your order. Whatever it is, hunters can choose to follow or not. Yeah.
Okay. So you did get a 7 to 9, so you do get a hold, so you can use it to issue an order. What is the order you issue?
It was only a backfire. There was no gun. These are just people passing by. So just move along. As in ordering us to move along.
Okay, yeah, you are ordering him to essentially ignore the situation and move along with his day. Okay.
Is it not the droid you're looking for?
Yeah, no. Once again, power works. No reason to deny it. So he's like, all right, well, just, get the car looked at whenever you get a chance. And he'll walk back to his car, get inside, and start. He does a U-turn in the road to go back to where his speed trap was.
Unky Marv from the back just yells out, "This unicorn drugs are awesome!"
I'm surprised that on the radio it's like, what backfire? My engine's working perfectly. I'm surprised Betty didn't comment.
But the cop gets in his car and goes away. You are all free to do as you were.
I want the drugs that Uncle Marv's on.
I mean, there's still some horse tranquilizer left. You can certainly take it.
And that's why I did the surgery. I believe Trace has some still stuff down a bra, if you can get in there.
Challenge impossible.
Okay. You lose the hand.
But I'm pretty sure she's got them BB trapped.
Thank you for that moment of silence, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy appearing on Goblin Cave TV, but unfortunately, that joke was my 13th reason why. I'm gonna go now.
All right.
Hey,
we'll see you later.
Okay. Well, so you have evaded the cop. There's still, we'll say, the trunk opened up a little bit when the shotgun went off, so it didn't, once again, no damage to Betsy, nothing like that. But yeah, you all, as far as you're aware, are fine. What would you like to do?
I'm just getting drunk. This has been a long day.
I guess. I mean, there haven't been any more creepy feral children that have come out of the woods for us to hit with the car. So
no.
But it is dusk.
It is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, I think maybe we're fucked. I guess in the meta of the game, do we know as the day goes on, it gets more dangerous? So, have we figured that out? Or is that just a game mechanic? Okay.
That is just a game mechanic. As far as you're aware, at your current moment, you are aware of the predicament of, one, there's probably an APB out for a couple of you at this point. You are also aware that there is some sort of childlike monster on the loose nearby. Now, will the situation get worse without your intervention? You couldn't say. Is it safe to be here? You couldn't say. But those are the facts as you know them.
Betsy asks, "How's Marv doing? Is he okay?"
Oh, we're good back here.
And she goes, right, time for revenge. And she just goes, "Ah!" and throws a Yui and just skids around and just starts heading back to where you ran over where the creature was ran over. And she's like, that child's gonna pay.
What?
Trace is sitting in the front seat, and it's like, this isn't even like fucking backseat driving. This is Uncle Marv hated fucking haunted robot cars. Yeah, this is why we destroy a Tesla every week.
No, he cheated on me with a Tessie when he went to Vegas.
I think it's a jealousy thing.
But it all ended up in flames anyway.
As every attempt for Uncle Marv to get a new car has.
Wait, do you keep on killing Uncle Marv's cars?
Is it killing if they don't have a sentient?
Yeah, that would be awesome if it was Betsy was actually killing all the Teslas. It's like some weird psychopath.
Just in the middle of the night coming up and just pouring like sugar in the gas tank. Which some Teslas have, I don't know.
Yeah.
So I guess we're heading back to the kid, yeah.
Yes, we head back towards where that foresty bit where we hit the kid.
Eugene, do you think that it was Betsy that's been like destroying all the Teslas? Is it like, was it Betsy cutting the brake lines and the?
I mean, if it was, I really wish that she did it when I wasn't there. I could have used the insurance money. It's really, it would have helped me out a lot.
You riding me, I kill your ride. That Prospero's not a nice boy.
Looks at everyone else in the car right now. Prospero, not a nice boy.
I mean, yeah, that's why I like him.
Oh, you like bad boys. And then she just tunes the radio into Bad Boys by Inner Circle.
She turns on like the rumble scenes.
Somehow this car has 4DX seats.
Eugene tried to look tough in the back. Yeah.
How drunk's Eugene right now, or high?
Oh, both. He's out. Like
okay,
I'm there, but I'm not there. Like I could feel myself becoming invisible any moment now.
Cool. But you arrive back to the site of your altercation with the monster kid thing. There's still like the blood on the ground from when Uncle Marv was attacked, and not really anything else you're noticing new here, but you are at the spot.
Yeah, that's when I'm gonna read a bad situation.
Sure.
Sure. Yes, that's with negatives.
So, as you all, are you still in car form or are you in
car
humanoid?
Form at the moment.
Okay.
Car form at the moment, yes.
As your headlights somehow swivel side to side as if scanning for threats and danger. You hear a couple people walking out of the tree-lined path, and in police uniforms. You recognize, at least most of you do, Molly Gunderson, the sheriff, who you all talked to earlier, along with about 3 other deputies. Her arm seems to be bandaged up and in a sling, but otherwise she seems mostly fine.
I feel like the word talked in that sentence is doing a lot of heavy lifting, because we did drop a bunch of sex dolls on top of her and then cut open her squad car and abscond in Betsy. So forgive me if I am a little at a loss as to what the fuck to do here.
GTFO?
Particularly because I am not allowed to banish evil.
I didn't roll for these cops. You haven't tried it yet. Do you want to try and banish evil again? I'll roll for them. See how many of them are evil.
She can banish me anytime.
All right, cool. We'll roll for Molly first.
Oh.
Molly's not evil.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's 3 deputies. I don't know why I'm not just rolling a D2. It doesn't work, that's why.
Put a slash.
I did. Doesn't roll it. All right, just rolling D6s. No, there it goes. It doesn't pop up, though. 1 deputy is an evil.
You're going to roll odd for all of them, man.
That deputy is an evil. You have 1 more.
I'm sorry,
Nope.
but good cops quit.
They're all...
What cop propaganda? What the Brooklyn Nine-Nine is
exactly.
this?
They've just had like
cops in this county are just the best people you will ever meet.
Yeah, and you're all the evil people. You're the ones who assaulted them.
Well, it's Molly Gunderson from Fargo.
I don't know.
The name of the cop in Fargo?
You're asking the wrong man the question. I don't know the answer. All I know is that's the name of the sheriff in the module. Anyway, there's Molly and 3 deputies who walk out of the woods and immediately clock all of you and recognize you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is Betsy stopped yet or at all or no?
Yeah, Betsy was stopped.
Okay, great. Because I'm just gonna like immediately I see the cop, I see Miss Molly, and I'm like, I jump out even with like Munch on my arm, but like, Mrs. Officer, bid me over and arrest me up here. Come on. Please. I'm a bad boy.
Oh my god. All right, all of you out of the car, hands on the...
As he does that, and like he's raising Munch's arm too, because he's like Munch's... I just take my wrist off, to get to like, and take my wrist off where the handcuff is, and put it back on and redo the gaffer tape around it. He says, "No, just him. I'm not with him."
More the merrier. Come on, get me down. I'm ready.
Her brain doesn't quite register what just happened, and repeats the order of everyone out of the vehicle, hands in the air.
I'm already out.
I wave
you
my...
gotta do nothing.
I take my hand off and wave it again.
I turn over and just bend a little bit to show that I'm complying.
Okay. So technically 2 people are complying with this order. Uncle Marv, because they wouldn't recognize the car as a person who needs to put their hands up, is pretty much passed out in the backseat at this point. Alive, breathing fine, but passed out. And then we have Trace.
She's gonna get out of there.
Trace has been waiting for this moment for at least like 10 minutes, if not her entire life. Does Trace have a -2 weird? Yes, don't worry about it. But Trace is so tired of her sister and just everybody else using magic. And so Trace is like, okay, I can do this. And Trace steps out of the car, like leg first.
Sure.
Leg first out of the car.
Very seductively, yes.
Very seductively. And she waves at the cops, and she's going to snap her fingers, and she is going to try to do what Brianna has done and turn back time.
Okay.
And I want to turn back time to... Actually, I guess it probably depends on how well the roll goes.
Yeah, let's see how well you roll, and then you can either narrate it or I'll let you know how this happens.
This can only go wrong.
This could only go
So
back.
is this use magic or is this big magic?
You're just doing it on a very local scale. Like you're just trying. Yeah. So tell me what you are trying to do with it, because I do need to know in order to determine if this is big magic or not. So what are you trying to turn back time to?
I think I want to, if I can, I want to turn back time to before the teenagers disappeared.
So a little over 24 hours then?
Yeah.
That
just
would
go
affect
back
the
to
whole town.
Back to the night at the motel.
God, I gotta watch her have sex.
You got a chance.
Watch her have sex again. God
You know
damn.
what? Perfect. I'm gonna turn back time.
To just
The
before you
moment-
fucked the bell.
No, to
Okay.
that moment when Eugene walks in to the hotel room with a mirror on the ceiling, already seeing double because he's drunk. So now he's seeing like triple or quadruple because of the mirror on the ceiling. To me in bed with the bellhop. That's what we're
I'm
going.
still
back.
scarred.
And
I'm so
waving,
goddamn scarred.
and waving over your shoulder with your
With
your
my
legs.
foot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your foot.
For the fun, I will say this is big magic, but you're not going to require anything extra. I'm just going to say it will have a very specific side effect or danger. So if you do this, you will rewind time back. The basic side effect is you're essentially putting Eugene through trauma again. There will be a greater
Numb.
side effect as well, but, take what you get.
That's not even new.
It's pretty normal.
That's 10.
Hey!
Do you have a
Yeah,
-2 or a
baby.
-1 to weird?
-1. I don't think you can get a -2.
Yeah, I'm just -1.
Okay, because you said -2 earlier, so I was like, wait a minute.
You can
didn't
get
roll 12.
minus.
How'd that
I've got
work?
-2 charm.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
It was
but
just a guess because I'm bad at magic.
sure. So you snap the fingers, and to you, it's almost as if everyone else is moving backwards. You're doing it too, but you're the only one who's perceiving this happening. Like you are conscious of it. Everyone else is just kind of unconsciously doing it. So time goes back. There is, the attack on Uncle Marv. There is driving away from the police. There is the, police coming in the morning to ask you about the missing people. And
There's the bellhop coming at night.
so the bellhop does come at night in multiple ways, but we'll get to that later. We do get to the moment that Eugene drunkenly falls into the door.
Mhm.
So it does seem like you're the only one conscious of this. Everyone else is not.
Mhm.
So you're, suddenly like almost as if you were having an out of body experience and snapping back into your own body. You snap back into.
I was definitely having an out of body experience.
He's so scarred after this.
Yeah, so Eugene walks in. He sees this same scene that he saw before, but he doesn't know it. Trace waves at him over the bellhop's shoulder with her foot again, and says, "Oh, hi, Eugene."
Yeah, I'm just gonna pass straight out. No, this is too much. Like I straight up just throw up and just fall right into my own stuff. This is bad for me.
And the second that Eugene hits the floor and passes out, Trace shrugs and says, I actually might have invited him that time.
So with your newfound knowledge of what happens the next day, do you do anything differently?
Yeah, so Unky Marv gets a page from the carnival, and he goes and sees Trace and gets one of Prospero's credit cards and gets himself a Tesla Uber and rides back to the carnival, and that Tesla will be burning at the end of the ride, I assume.
Yeah. Something will happen at the carnival to that Tesla. Who's to say what?
Isn't this self-driving?
Unky Marv's like, I think I ate all the drugs last night. I got to go back and get more. I don't want to go to LA. I think Hasselhoff's there.
And your fourth ex-wife, I think, Sherry.
I don't even remember her.
Yeah, that's Sherry with a C.
Which is different than your fifth ex-wife, which was Sherry with an S.
Oh, not Cherry? I thought she was my fifth ex-wife.
No, it was Sherry.
I think she might have been.
As long as it's not Lulu, we're all good.
You forgot Cherie.
Then there was Shiraz.
But I'll leave Betsy with you. And he walks up to Betsy and says, "Now you look after him, you hear me?" And he leaves in his Uber.
The Uber arrives and Uncle Marv tells himself inside in whatever state he is currently in.
Yeah.
And rides off to wherever the carnival is.
Mm-hmm.
Unestablished. It's somewhere.
It's somewhere. But it's safety.
It is safety. So that is one change that happens over the night. Is there anything else? Once again, Tracy being the only one aware of what happened. Anything else Tracy wants to do differently?
Do I recall from the conversation with the cop, the hot lady cop, who is not evil? Do I remember when she said the kids disappeared exactly?
They disappeared sometime during the night. I remember you rolling for this. You didn't pass the roll to figure out when they would have gone missing.
Gotcha.
But I believe
She remembered seeing them. Someone remembered seeing them.
Yeah, I think Munch remembered seeing them, if I remember correctly. Once again, this is weeks ago, so I apologize if I'm calling the wrong person here. But I believe Munch remembered seeing them leaving sometime, saw their car passing by. That was what they saw, the car description passing by. So they leave sometime tonight. You don't know when. Munch does.
Okay, so in that case, I am going to do something differently, which is before dawn, which is very early for me to be up. But before dawn, I am going to get everybody and pile them into the car so that we can't get arrested. And then I'm going to just plant some drugs on the bellhop, who is definitely just so asleep in bed because I'm just that good. So I'm going to plant some drugs on him so he maybe gets arrested instead. I don't really care. But yeah, I'm just going to get everybody into the car that I can and hit the road.
Okay.
Can I add something to that?
Sure.
Can we just all of Munch's companions that night, just move them into that room?
In the room with the bellhop?
Yeah.
So see no reason why you could not do that.
Well, I've already done a roll to teleport them.
Yeah, once again,
I'm just redirecting where that was.
Yeah, he is dead asleep. You're doing it earlier in the day than you were originally. So yeah, not a problem.
I'm also probably just going to add the fact that I have to be half naked because clearly, Trace cared about me enough to take off my clothes, but not touch me, but she wanted me to be not all covered in vomit, but she didn't give me any clothes to change into. So I'm just half naked in my boxers and the car, wherever she put me at.
Okay. But you are making your way down the road. I will call for the same roll I asked for last time, which is an act under pressure roll. This time made by Betsy, who actually, since we turned back the clock, no one remembers Betsy being a living car except for Tracy.
Except for Tracy, yes. And Betsy doesn't even remember revealing herself to Tracy.
Yes.
So now Tracy knows, but Betsy, still thinks she's incognito.
So you pile into
Tracy
Betsy.
has to be the car.
Do you do anything different when you pile everyone into Betsy to leave? With the knowledge that Betsy is a thinking being.
Sentient car.
Yes.
I'm going to take the gamble that Betsy does not want to reveal herself as a sentient car just yet, so I am going to handcuff Munch to the car.
What's this for?
Oh, you bitch.
All right.
Why are you
in that case,
me? What have I done wrong this time? Wait, what have you found out that I've done wrong?
Complain when I handcuff them.
I mean, it's a different circumstance. If we were back in the hotel, maybe.
But yeah, with that said, since Betsy has yet to reveal herself, don't know Betsy's pronouns. I guess Tracy, roll me the act under pressure the same time you did last time. I'll give you a +1 since you know that there's going to be something in the road. I'll say, because you weren't paying attention the first time you hit it, so you don't remember where exactly in the road it was, but it's coming this time. So I'll give you a +1. Oh yeah. This time, like you can see this thing before you hit it. So acting pressure. I'm gonna ask: do you want to hit it again, or are you trying to avoid it this time?
Oh no, I want to hit this fucking kid so hard that it just like flies over the hood of the car.
You speed up.
Like I want like the full New Yorker, hey, I'm walking here thing. Like I just want it up and over, and then I want to back over it.
Sure. In this case, this time it doesn't appear to be like that kid with the melting face. It seems to be like a pumpkin head, like wearing rags. And then you hit it. Yes, Munch.
I was just going to ask, wait, because we're doing this earlier, is this an actual kid and not a monster this time?
Maybe.
Just want to just put that forward.
Yeah, you put that thought forward. Anyway, so you see this thing that doesn't look like the monster from last time. Once again, pumpkin head wearing rags. And you gun it and hit the thing?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I
Not
speed
a
up
problem.
as much as possible before impact.
Sure. In that case, roll me kick some ass +2. Seems fair.
I don't like that you're letting me have this, which tells me that it probably is just a child.
Would I have you murder a child for no reason
Yes.
other than my own self-satisfaction? All right, 11.
That is a success. Mhm.
Yeah, what would you like to do?
Oh yeah. So I just I want to hit the kid. Want to send them flying. 20 points.
Sure. Yeah. No. You hit the thing in the road, and it goes flying over the hood of the car, lands on the road behind you.
Mhm.
Not moving.
And I back over it.
Hot naked weather woman.
Trace, I think you just hit something.
All right.
Yeah,
roll,
it's like a.
roll me another kick some ass roll. No pluses this time.
I know you don't want kids, but like attacking, like killing other people's kids, that's not usually kosher, but I'm okay for a meal.
Oh, can I like explain the failure that like before I like run over this child, I realize it's just a child. So I like the failure is me like, oh, I guess it's a failure, so I probably hit the kid.
No.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh.
So your failure is instead of hitting it, Munch like distracts you by talking to you all of a sudden. The car goes over like the corpse.
Mhm.
So like it goes underneath the carriage. And when you pull far enough back, there's nothing in the road.
Wait, did that just disappear?
You better not have put a child in my undercarriage.
I'm gonna say, is this like baby like
the fuck
Cape
just
Fearing or Veer?
No.
What the fuck was that?
I know
You would have to get out of the of Betsy to investigate.
Or I could just be like, hey, Betsy, I know we've had our differences in the past 10 minutes, aka me handcuffing Munch to you. But could you like do me a solid and tell me if you're feeling like a tickle on your belly right now from like a demonic pumpkin child?
Do I feel like when she backed over, did I feel anything?
Roll me investigate a mystery, because I'm honestly not sure how well your tactile senses are as a car.
I know, like, yeah, I know my body. Like, it's my body. It's like
her body.
It's like you know your body. You know where your legs are, and you know when something's touching you. Like,
oh, is it like when I tried to grab your trunk? Is it like that?
yeah,
Okay.
Exactly like that.
Just because I can have things inside my
It
body.
feels
yeah.
like you're dragging something. It doesn't feel like it's quite
Okay.
latched on. I'll say that.
Yeah. So then you hear, you said something about something tickling me. So then an ad for Tickle Me Elmo starts playing on the radio, and then the DJ says, "And next on BETSY Radio, this is The Prodigy with Under My Wheels."
I think.
What the hell? What's going on with this radio station?
I think the car. I think the car is telling us that the pumpkin child is under the car, maybe being like it's either hiding under the car, being dragged by the car, like stuck on the car because we hit it. Baby's under the car.
Hey, well, look, before we even go after this person, like the car is stopped, right? Betsy stopped at this point, right?
Yes.
Assuming that Tracy stopped it, because as far as I'm aware, Betsy is not currently in control. Yeah, stop.
Okay, so Eugene just like half awake, half like hungover, just gonna open up Betsy's car door now that the car stopped, and that loud bang woke him up. He's gonna go outside and like just take a quick piss, like right by where the car door is.
So you just like open the car door and just piss out it?
Well, I'm gonna walk outside and I'm gonna be a gentleman about it. I'm not gonna go from the actual window. I'm gonna go outside and it's gonna be near the car. Like it's not gonna be touching it, but it's gonna be close.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, you go out, take a piss.
Yeah. Do I hit anything with my pee at all? I just want to know.
The road.
Oh, I didn't know if
Hit anything with your pit. What are you asking me here?
What are you trying to
Are
accomplish?
you actually under pressure here?
I didn't know if like it landed on like something underneath the undercarriage, or it was
so that
upset.
implies that you stepped out of Betsy, immediately turned around and started peeing on Betsy. That is your implication.
Not on Betsy, but like near it, like not that
If
far.
something is in the undercarriage, you have to piss on the car.
Okay, I'll probably be pissing on the car. That's probably actually something more I do anyway.
The answer is you don't notice because you're drunk and half asleep.
Oh, that's great. Okay,
Betsy,
cool.
someone's pissing on you.
It's not the first time. Yeah.
I was gonna say, do we know what Prospero and Trace did in that backseat?
Betsy does.
Only rumors.
Unky Marv had to clean it.
Still only rumors.
We shouldn't be allowed on Twitch.
This is the only show we have disclaimers.
But anyway,
But there's a lot
you
of them.
don't notice you pissing on anything on the undercarriage.
All right, great. That's good to know. Thank you. I'm still relieving myself over here. So
No worries. Glad I could assist you in that.
Trace, I
thank
think
you.
you just hit someone.
Good.
All right. I'm
Like-
going to investigate a mystery. I'm going to try
Sure.
and figure out what's caught in my, axle bay.
Well,
It's
we can
as
find
you're
nothing
like,
out.
Leveling up.
it's as you're like, once again, your senses are a bit weird in car form. So, you can't really get a sense for what this thing is, but it is at this point that you see another thing emerge from the woods, then another one, then another one, then another handful of them are
Did
coming
one get
out
close
from
enough?
all directions and just kind of encircle the car.
Oh.
Next on BNTSY Radio, Seven Nation Army. And then Love
love
is
that
All
song.
Around.
Are they close enough to where like they could like? How close are they?
5 to 10 feet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm immediately turning around and I'm continuing the stream.
Okay.
Where was the chainsaw?
Uncle Marv took it with him. It was important circus chainsaw business.
That's mean.
No, that's great. That's great. I love that.
Listen,
I
you worked in a
dinner.
circus. Important circus chainsaw business. It's a common thing.
And come on, Unky Marv getting into an Uber with a chainsaw high as a kite is a pretty cool image.
I
As a
I would
circus
like-
performer, I have
I-
seen
I've-
some weird shit put turned up at performances, and you ask the performer, "So how'd you get there?" "Oh, I took an Uber. I took a taxi," and and in full costume, and then oh,
I would beg to differ. I want to try and use my skill jinx to make a coincidence occur, which in this case will be Uncle Marv losing the chainsaw, which I will soon find if it works.
Sure. I will not deny you the use of your powers. Go ahead.
So this is going to be another magic.
That always goes well.
It doesn't go well for me.
That's an 8.
What does a 8 do on Jinx? Is this just like a use magic special thing, or?
Yeah. So it's on a 10 plus I hold 2. On a 7 to 9 I hold 1.
And what can you do with the hold?
On a hold, the target, which is going to be Uncle Marv, loses something that I will soon find, which is the chainsaw.
Okay. Yeah. No. Sure. Yeah. The chainsaw is loose somewhere in the area.
Can I don't know, pull it out of my bra of holding?
It says soon find. It doesn't say immediately. You'll find
there's a lot of stuff in my bra of holding. It might take me a couple seconds to root around in there.
You will find the chainsaw. It's fine. You'll find it. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
I think whoever you hit had friends and they're not happy. Should we get out of here, Trace?
I guess I'd like to read a bad situation.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do they also have pumpkin heads?
Some of them seem to. Some of them seem to be like the half-melted kids you saw the first timeline. It seems to be kind of a variety pack of these things.
I just want to ask a quick question because
sure.
It's really one. So I'm an internet ordained minister.
Mm-hmm.
So these things are evil, right? I'm assuming.
You could make that probably a safe assumption.
More so than the cops.
So with that had been said, I typically drink, my own water, the tap water from my place, and
your piss is not holy water.
Okay,
I'm gonna cut you off there. Okay, piss is not holy water.
I'm sure this has been brought up before.
I will cut it off at the pass. No, you do not get to piss on the things.
But
the weird childlike monsters? No, you don't get to piss on them. That ain't happening.
It's already happening right now.
They're 5 to 10 feet away from you.
You're not
long range.
Anyway, read a bad situation happened. What do you want to know?
Yes. I got a 13.
Yes.
I don't believe I have the advanced, so it's just a regular. I guess what is most vulnerable to me and what's the biggest threat?
Biggest threat are definitely these little like monster things that came out. Most vulnerable, technically speaking, when you realize Betsy's communicating, there's still one kind of under the car. Probably that one, if only because you've hit it before.
Okay.
You do hold 3.
Oh, I hold 3. Okay. So, are there any dangers that I haven't noticed?
I'm gonna answer no. There are no dangers you haven't noticed. No.
Okay. So in that case, how much? Betsy, I wouldn't know this. Okay. So I know there's a monster pumpkin child in the undercarriage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Betsy's a car. I'm gonna guess that I've seen Betsy take a lot of damage, so much damage. Betsy's a tough gal, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to pull out my gun, my magic gun, and try to aim and shoot the kid through the bottom of the car.
So I am going to say that will hurt Betsy. I'm not going to let you do it without hurting Betsy. Unfortunately, you're shooting through another character. It's going to hurt Betsy. So you can do it. But no matter what happens, you will hurt Betsy.
Mm-hmm. As
long as both you and Betsy are okay with that, I'm fine with it happening, but that is going to be something that happens.
Yep, I'm good with that.
Okay.
Trace puts her hand on like the dashboard, just like very gently, and is like, this is the closest thing that I've got to Uncle Marv now that he's, halfway to the carnival in an Uber XL. And I feel a connection with you, Betsy. Is it okay if I fuck you up a little? It's okay, girl. I'll patch you up after.
And
I turned the radio on to hear what she played.
Yeah. And she's playing That's All Right by Me.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
So Trace is gonna take out her gun and I'm gonna kick some fucking ass. Or is there a different rule? Because it's okay.
No, it's kick some ass. You're definitely trying to hurt this thing.
Okay. Yeah. I take out my fucking magic gun.
Cool. What options do you pick?
Let's see. So, with an 11, I am going to, I guess how would inflicting terrible harm work? Because would it inflict terrible harm on both Betsy and the kid, or just on Betsy?
Nope, both of you, both of them, not you, but the monster and Betsy will take terrible harm.
Okay. So then the two that I will take is I will inflict terrible harm, so I'll do +1 harm. So that'll be 3 harm.
It's only a 1. You only get 1 effect.
When you roll kick some ass on a 7+, whenever you are inflicting harm on each other, blah, 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 blah,
on a 10+, means choose 1 extra effect.
Yeah. So you choose 1.
Oh, okay, just the 1. Okay, then I'll just do the terrible harm.
Okay. How much does the gun do normally?
I believe that is 2. Yeah,
Again,
that's
the
2
magic,
plus 1, that's 3.
The magic vibrating bullet.
So Betsy, take 3 harm.
Mm-hmm. Take 2 harm.
The bullets go through the undercarriage of Betsy into. You can roughly guess where that creature is. Betsy might give you a little aid to figure it out. And you hear this terrible gurgling sound, like a gurgle mixed with a scream, as Betsy, while you do also feel bullets going through you, do feel whatever this thing was dislodge from you. But you are still surrounded, and with the death knell of one of their own, these creatures do start quickly closing the distance on all of you.
Yeah, so I have as one of my weapons is my body weapon, which is wrestle. So I'm going to try and kick ass on this creature by wrestling it in my wheel whapple and spinning it around and flicking it out.
The one that was just shot?
Yeah, to finish it off.
That one's dead.
Oh, it's dead.
Yeah, that killed it. That was enough damage to kill it. You can fling its body as an attack if you want to. I'll let you fling the body as the wrestling move to hit one of the other ones. Sure.
That would be a great send up to Uncle Marv.
Maybe a burnout to push them all back instead of was it Kajutsu?
If you're thinking of the equilibrium thing, it was gun kata.
Gun kata, yeah. So
this would be car kata.
Car kata. There we go.
Yeah. All right. Why not?
Sure. Cool. What options are you picking?
Yeah. Yes, I'm going to force them where we want them. I want to. So what I'm going to do is the actual opposite, and on the radio comes up next on BETSY radio, the sheepdogging trials. Yeah, and I want to round them up in a circle by driving around them, and that's how I want to force them where I want them.
So you're driving them. So just to make sure I understand, Eugene, who is currently out of the vehicle, You are essentially driving outside the circle of the monsters and then going around them to pin them in.
Yeah.
Okay.
He just pissed on me, so I don't give a shit about him.
Okay, just making sure I understand. With that said, we'll go to Drunken Eugene.
Okay. Oh god dang, I'm about to die here. Okay. So I see these things coming at me, right? And is this before I start feeling the car behind me move, or is this like
the
after?
car like you feel them approaching, like you see them coming, they stopped for a little bit, the scream happened, they are now approaching you. As they start approaching, the car like peels out and begins doing donuts around them.
Oh, okay.
Them and you, because you are in the center of this. So
that's so great, and my pants are still down. Well, I don't have pants; I have boxers. So,
does the chainsaw fall out of the boot?
I was gonna say,
only one person gets the chainsaw. It's the person who rolled the thing to get it.
Yeah, no, not me. So since I'm out here with my willy out and everything like that, can I just like look around? And because I'm delirious, can I just like investigate a mystery to see what's going on around me, or because I'm still kind of delirious?
I will say yes, but be aware that is not defending yourself. So these things will attack you. Like even if you succeed. These things
there's
are going
something
to
that I want to
you.
do. There's something that I want to do afterwards, but like,
sure.
I
just want to make sure you're aware that if you choose to investigate a mystery here, they're going to attack you. Okay.
What can hurt it? What can hurt it?
Based on what you've just seen, like physical attacks do work. As for what else can hurt it, I was going to say like you could have a memory of your past of the past. Yeah, we'll say that. You suddenly have like this flash of like an alternate timeline that happened where like you hit the one monster on the road and then Uncle Marv got attacked, but you do remember you like holding out your cross and saying prayers at these things did seem to do something to them.
Oh, so my online doctorate helped me. Okay, cool. Before they attack me?
No.
Oh,
they are attacked. I told you this was going to happen. I gave you
that's okay. It's okay. That's fine.
I need you to take, let's see, 3 of them start swiping at you. Take 2 harm.
Okay, that works for me. Can I do one more thing now?
Yes. Now you can do something else.
Can I see if I have like my tape vodka squirt gun on my hip at all, or no? It's held up by duct tape.
Roll me act under pressure.
Well, I have a thing called armory. It's a stockpile, and sometimes I have it on me. So if I need a special weapon, I can roll plus weird.
Okay, then do that. Yeah, this is a different move. Yeah, roll plus weird. See if you have it.
Okay,
what
cool.
does the 7 say?
You have it, but only the minimum, so I don't have much of it.
So you've been drinking out of it.
Yeah. I will say you have. I'm going to roll a d4 here, and we'll say you have that many shots of it left.
Okay, cool.
You have 1.
Okay, cool. I'm going to make this great. So I'm going to finally pick out my willy from the ground, and then I'm going to try to squirt them with my holy water vodka mix.
Cool. Roll me kick some ass.
Yeah, there we go.
Please note you can only use this holy water vodka mix 1 time.
That's okay. I've already drank enough of it today. Clearly,
huge success. What would you like your option to be?
I force them where I want them. They're so afraid of my little. I'd like them to be further away from me.
So you did not pick the option that reduces the harm. So they are going to like, as you go to squirt, one of them like hits your hand, so the gun like gets knocked away and like the vodka water spills out. We'll say that's how it like only had 1 use. So you are going to take 1 harm this time, but they do start then backing away as like this kind of holy vodka water spills onto the road in front of you.
Okay, cool. Now I'm not going to get hit by Betsy now that, you know, they're all cornered on one side and I'm on another corner. It's like
they were all around right? You. They were a 360-degree circle. I said that when they were approaching. that they were coming from all directions. So the ones that were closest to you have backed off. You still have some at your back.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna drunken kung fu this out of here. I'm gonna do some. Jackie
Well, I'm
Chan
gonna
stuff.
pause that and go to Munch here. What would you like to do, Munch?
Hanging out the window, well, I'm handcuffed to the window pillar, assuming, and just attacking them as Betsy is like rounding them up. So I want to kick some ass.
Go ahead.
Yeah, my kicks ass. There we go. I think it's weird that I do it with the kicks ass. It's been a while.
I believe so as well. I can double check.
I've got a lot of everything goes off weird for me. Even mini flank's weird, I believe.
Yeah, roll plus weird instead of plus tough when you kick some ass. Yep, unholy strength.
There we go. So 9.
All right. How much damage do you inflict?
Well, I ignore armor, so that's a thing. And
they don't have any, but sure.
3.
Okay. The group collectively takes 3. A couple of them are going to swing back on you as well. Take 2 harm.
So with my armor, 1 harm.
Yep, take 1 harm.
Man, I wish I had armor. That'd be great.
Armor's fantastic.
Wait, did the rewind heal us?
Logically, it should, so I'll say yes, you are healed.
Strangely, it sounds weird, but thanks, Trace, for healing.
Yeah, but you don't know that ever happens. So you have no reason to thank Trace.
That's what I'm like. It feels weird.
Trace is a little pissed off that no one has thanked her.
No one's even acknowledged you turned back time. It's very ungrateful of them and very unimpressed. They don't seem to notice at all. They don't seem to care.
You're the best
I'm out here
magic
in my
ever,
underwear,
saving everybody, and no one knows.
And looking good doing it.
And no one will ever know.
And you got 2 one-night stands with the same person on the same night.
and scarred a young man forever.
But yeah, with that, we'll just kind of go back to the top here. Trace, what would you like to do? Betsy is now circling the creatures, corralling them in closer, unfortunately, to Eugene.
Okay.
It's really unfortunate at this point.
Like, unfortunately. So can I suggest that because it would be dope as hell, that this is when the chainsaw appears to me? Yeah,
so Betsy's trunk's a little bit loose. So during one of the turnarounds, the chainsaw falls out and you see it on the road here, and you quickly just stick an arm out the window and sweep it up into your hand.
Okay, so I tell Munch with a grimace. Actually, no, fuck that. I don't need Munch. I've got fucking Betsy. I tell Betsy, because if he drives the car, I gotta fuck him. So
That's true. Now Munch will never drive the car because the car can just drive itself.
Never drive the car.
Exactly,
Yes.
and the Munch the car requires permission. Munch does not have permission to touch.
But for those new, watch previous episodes. There's a lot of shit that's happened.
There's a deep and complicated lore.
There's not. There's a lot of.
There's a whole economic system based around my nudes. So
trading card game coming soon.
Trace pats Betsy and says, "I know you've got this, girl." And Trace, with the chainsaw, is going to climb out onto the roof. She's reminded of that time many moons ago when she was on top of the trailer or the bus that Uncle Marv was jumping off of a mountain or whatever. So it's very similar. She's got nostalgia. The air is the wind is flowing through her hair. And on top of this car, Trace is going to start the fucking chainsaw. And as Betsy is just doing that sick burnout, or just spinning around doing donuts, whatever she's going to do, Trace is going to try and use that chainsaw to just lob off all of their fucking heads in a circle.
I'd like to help, because it's been established that Betsy has the stunt gear.
Yeah.
So Munch throws up the straps for the stunt gear to hold up on top of the roof.
Yeah, roll help out, and then we'll kick some ass.
because that's happened before.
It has.
What do I get forward?
I believe with a 10, you're going to get a +2 forward, but let me confirm.
Okay. Yeah.
10 plus. No, you just grant him a +1 on the roll, so you have a +1 forward, but Munch is not exposed to danger because he got a 10.
Okay, cool. Come on. I really want this to work.
7.
Okay.
So, how much harm did the chainsaw do? I think we still have Uncle Marv's sheet, so I can figure that out.
Far too much to give it to a PC.
Character sheets 3. It's a 3 harm weapon. Okay.
Can I say as I start the chainsaw, just channeling Uncle Marv, Trey says, "Time to kill some kids."
Seems appropriate. Yeah. As you shout your battle cry of "Let's kill some kids," a couple of them manage to jump on the car as you're lobbing off a couple of their heads. You don't get all of them this pass, unfortunately. Just you're not used to holding a chainsaw on top of a car. What can I say? You do get a couple of them though, so the collective group is taking some harm. A couple of them come after you. Take 2 harm.
Yeah, they
as they are now cleaning to the side of Betsy, reaching up with their weird gnarled hands and wooden claws almost, and just coming at your legs essentially.
Yeah. I actually bend forward, so instead of getting a scratch on my leg, I get a scratch on my midriff, and it just kind of reveals my very tight, very toned tummy.
Still hurts, but yes.
Trace likes pain.
Who doesn't? Betsy.
Me.
All right, it's probably best that I don't transform while Trace is strapped to my roof. All right. I'm gonna help out Eugene.
Oh, I was gonna be I'm fine here. This is like a normal Tuesday.
So on whatever Eugene is going to do next, Betsy's looking to help and save,
Okay. In that case, Eugene, what do you want to do next? And then we'll have Betsy describe how they help out, and we'll roll it and go from there.
Okay. So how many are behind me to where I feel like I've have them on a good side, and I could probably grab someone's hands out of this? How
I would
far
say
deep am I in these things?
So you're not quite, because remember, they're kid size. They're not over you. So if someone reaches out a hand above them, you could probably grab it without too much issue.
Okay.
I would say at this point, there's probably about 5 left.
So would we say that they're at Willy height, or they're a little bit above my waistline?
Right at right above the navel.
Okay, that's good.
Little kids.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm teabagging. All right, so
yeah, they're not preteen tight, and also once again, they are still childlike monsters. Just as a heads up, if you would like to think about any of your words you have said so far about what you're doing.
Nope.
Okay.
So let's see here. So I got a couple behind me.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, I don't know what I want to do to these kids. I would probably say I'm out. I don't have my little pistol anymore. I'm in my boxers.
Mm-hmm.
And are any of these things looking at me they're about to come after me, or
you can tell they're approaching. Some of them are now dangling off Betsy herself. You would guess that they're probably coming to attack you, seeing as you're one of the most obvious targets on the field.
That seems great. Okay, so I'm going to try. I'm going to take a sip of my whiskey, a little bit more, a lot of sips, and then I'm going to try to use magic, something I am horrible at. Okay,
sure. What are you attempting to do with your magic?
Breathe fire.
Well, no, I want to make myself bright, like a large light emanates from me.
Okay.
Heard it. Like holy light. Like I want to make it like holy light. But like the thing is, I swear, it depends on how much magic I can really do, because like I'm also not that great of a person, so I don't expect there to be a large light.
So once again, we'll go first to Betsy. Betsy, you wanted to help out. You get the somehow impression of what Eugene's trying to do. How would you like to assist in that?
Yeah, so it's probably more about saving him. I think I'm gonna like swerve, and the one that's dead, I'm gonna use its body to like go up onto two wheels, so that then Trace can reach down and swing Eugene up onto the roof as he starts to glow in holy light.
Please don't rip my underwear.
So that's probably going to require me doing my own role.
Yeah, that's unfortunately not quite a help out.
I'd say that'd be act under pressure to do that,
Yeah,
and then
no,
yeah,
I'd agree with that.
But at least that might remove him from being harmed if he doesn't get a full success.
Yep, 11. Yeah, so we'll essentially say that you are providing a buffer zone so that if this, whatever Eugene's trying, you're not entirely sure what it is, fails, Eugene's not going to get as hurt or is going to be in as much danger as he probably would have been otherwise. We'll say that's what's going on here.
Yeah.
Eugene, roll use magic.
Oh yeah, no, that's totally happening. Oh my god, I did it. I finally did something magical in my life.
And maybe no one will die. Well, these kid monsters might die, but that's what we want.
Mm-hmm.
Is this good enough to make me feel important, by the way?
I don't know. Does Eugene feel important?
Yeah.
Is this good enough for me to be turned on a little bit?
I don't think there's something on Earth that could have that happen. That would be a use big magic. That might do it.
And then might involve money.
Magic.
Can this be changed to that?
No. No, it cannot.
I don't want to kill the monsters anymore. I just want to impress Trace.
The thing is to where I could die happy.
Mm-hmm. So what I will say is this isn't going to do like physical harm to the monsters because they aren't harmed by this kind of thing. I will say what it is doing is essentially the monsters that are now on Betsy like turn to see this light and like quickly drop off Betsy, and the monsters that were like approaching you see you and like turn away, and they all begin to like scatter. They are trying to now flee the scene.
Oh yes, you can't handle my light. Yes.
I'll give Munch one last opportunity here. Is there anything you'd like to do before these monsters like try and get away?
I was going to use magic. Which might change what we're going to do after this. I was going to do magic. I was like, oh, great idea. Trace. Wait, how you draw? Oh, and I get the idea of like chainsaw. Let's put chainsaws over Betsy. Let's make Betsy essentially a Forester vehicle, like in Indiana Jones, where they're going through, like the crappy one, where they're going through and just taking out all the, like everything with the big chainsaws and the blades and everything. That's what I'm going to try to do.
Okay.
So blades on the sides and.
So I'm going to say, just because you are attempting to change the physical nature of another hunter, that this is going to be using big magic, and Betsy does need to consent to it.
No consent. Nothing that Munch ever does, she will ever consent to.
That sounds about right, yeah.
So, sadly, for some reason, like there's your seat as you attempt to do this magic, like bumps up and ruins the ritual. So sadly, it doesn't complete. It does give you like enough time to still do one other thing to try. Is there anything else you'd like to try and do?
Well, as I said, I was trying to do blades, so if like I can at least try to form a blade, a spinning blade, and throw that out after one of them.
Yeah, sure. That's perfectly fine. Yeah, you form like a spinning blade out of the air itself, and we'll see if you can accurately throw it and not fuck up.
So that's all. That's using magic again.
Still using magic.
But not big magic and not needing consent. Consent is very important, but Munch doesn't know Betsy is a character. I would never find it in the sheets. There we go. Use magic. Let's do some weird shit. There we go.
Mm-hmm. All right. In that case, yeah, we will treat this as just dealing damage without any real capacity for harm come to you. Yeah, you spin one of the blades and you cleanly take the head off one of these things as it is about to hit the tree line for the side of the road and just goes, and the head just comes cleanly off. Getting a good look at one of these things once you decapitate it, there's no blood or anything that comes out. There is like this kind of weird grayish liquid, but no like normal blood. As you do that, though, the 4 remaining ones make it to the tree line and start scattering past the road. And as they fade from view, we're going to fade from view by taking a break.
Dun dun dun.
Dang it. I wanted to get close to some kids today. Damn.
So you wonder what?
I wanted to go and fight the kids. I wanted to get close to the kids. Kung Fu fight.
Okay, that's a different thing of what you said.
Oh, it is? I thought that's what I said.
No, you said you wanted to get close to kids.
No.
Yeah.
That is, listen, we have it on record.
Yeah.
We can play it back.
All of
Tell
your,
you what you said.
This is what I meant.
all of your semi-naked innuendo.
This is what I meant.
What you meant and what you said aren't the same thing. Anyway, it's time for a break. Please join us again in about 10 minutes, and we will hopefully finish off this investigation as the party will either decide to continue pursuing the monsters or do something entirely different. I don't know. I didn't expect the person to transform into a car last session. Look what happened. Who's to say? It's a mystery to everyone. Come back and find out.
And if you've never played Monster of the Week, thanks to Roll20, we have the how to play Monster of the Week during our ad break. So during our 10-minute break. So that'll actually teach you how to play and what we're doing now, and you can find your own games on Roll20. So stick around. We'll be right back. See you. Helps if I press the right button. And we're back.
Hello.
Hello.
I played the movie twice. I just stopped it before we... I went to play the movie twice. But anyway. But we're back. We have our mystery. And children with no blood.
No blood, but a strange gray group coming out from where blood should be. But
I'm hungry, so I'm going to go over and investigate the mystery.
Sure. Roll me investigate a mystery.
Because, I mean, seriously, if I kill something, I should be able to eat it. That's not how it works. That's how hunting
there is
works.
A corpse left behind. It's not like the corpse disapparated. It's still there.
Yes, but it doesn't seem right. The blood's part of the flavoring.
And it has a pumpkin for a head, so I don't know. Are you vegan?
I can't do vegan. I just can't.
Well, if you'd like to investigate a mystery, you're more than welcome to.
It takes me a while to find the rolls and fail.
He's more than
it doesn't matter anyway.
Surely that's going to be pushing you close to a level.
No.
You are not well versed in weird pumpkin-headed child monsters. You got nothing. You know it's not blood. You taste it. It doesn't taste like blood. You eat a little bit of one of the thing's arms. Doesn't taste like human meat.
Well, human skin more. Yeah. I think we're aliens. I think they're aliens at least.
Oh, well, dang. I was about to rule that out.
But with that said, they have all retreated. You are, as far as you're all aware, safe.
So most of the kids are dead, gone. The ones that aren't have escaped into the woods. That was pretty that was pretty dope.
That was great driving.
Yeah, Betsy did a good job. Do we just want to head to California? Get laid on a beach?
You know, a part of me is fine.
Am I
with that,
driving?
actually.
You're not ever going to be driving.
Can I?
Oh, you
wanna
laid
help
on the
me?
beach.
Yeah, I'll get
Would-
laid on the beach. If you're lucky, you can watch with binoculars.
Are you talking
Don't
to
you
me or
dare.
Eugene?
She already knows.
I mean,
I'm gonna
but-
do that.
Yeah, like it was just a fucking given. Plus, binoculars have like 2 eye like pieces, so you
Okay,
can
that
you
goes
can
to-
share. It's probably the closest to an intimate experience either of you are going to have. So
Got this vague memory of like being handcuffed to Eugene, but they were fluffy handcuffs.
what the 2 of you do in the bedroom is of no concern to me.
Hey, no,
My Willie doesn't
Eugene
go
didn't
over
even
there.
come to the bedroom last night. I thought it was in your bedroom.
So to California, Betsy, what do you say?
Betsy starts playing I Wish They All Could Be California Girls.
Mhm.
Oh, that's great.
Sounds like you're all heading to California.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is
I
what it
mean-
kind of sounds like. Yeah.
I mean, do we want to go traipsing through the woods after like a bunch of kids?
Well, they don't taste right.
Honestly, that doesn't even sound like a good Tuesday. No, I'm not getting paid for this. Like,
All right. Betsy's going to try and investigate a mystery then.
Just banning.
Sure. No.
Yeah.
What were you trying to find out?
Whether or not this, if this threat should be dealt with by these people, is this?
Yeah, you got nothing.
Yeah.
You think you killed them all pretty easily? They'll probably be
sweet.
fine.
Off to California it is.
Cool. So, you all head out California way. There is no APB out on any of you this time around. No need to stop at a veterinary clinic to treat someone's horrible injuries. And you all make it safely to California.
oh my god!
Do you mind doing me a favor, Karsh?
Yeah.
Oh no.
But it's just,
Yeah, just go ahead and move this counter all the way to midnight.
yeah.
Is that the last one?
Listen,
Midnight.
the worst thing that's going to happen is a bunch of cops, allegedly not evil cops in this town, are going to get eaten by like some ravenous pumpkin
Yeah.
children.
Or
Like,
it could be the apocalypse. It depends on the
the pumpkin.
mystery. Yeah.
We don't get to play with this color often.
The new one.
No, it's been there the
Mhm.
entire time. We just don't usually get to play with this dark red color. Or the
I
overlay.
don't like Wolf's smile. I don't like it.
Part of me likes it. I'm happy.
As you're on the outskirts to LA, you do hear like a radio thing, like this radio broadcast come on from some local news affiliate. We are getting reports that a town out more to the east. Oh, hey, Polly. How are you? Small town out to the east has apparently had its entire population vanish. No signs of any injuries or struggle throughout the town, and just seems to have left empty. We are still getting reports in and investigating. We have we have heard from police that they are reaching out to the families of anyone who lived in the town. But as of right now, it does seem like an entire town has simply vanished off the map.
Do we know if there's any type of finder's fee for any of the kids? For anybody in there?
Nothing on the radio says anything about it.
All right, then. Okay. Okay, cool.
Okay. As you all arrive, you come to a pretty well-appointed hotel downtown LA. Prospero is waiting for you downstairs. How he knew you were all arriving is as anyone's guess, probably some kind of magic.
Probably text messages from his woman who's very, very thirsty at the moment.
We had 5 near
drove across the country.
Drove across the country and only got laid twice. She's desperate.
God dang, I wish I could have helped with that. That would be wonderful.
No, Eugene, you didn't use big magic. That's why.
The second time, apparently, if you didn't fall asleep, you might have been asked.
So many opportunities that you just wandered away. It was entirely your fault this didn't happen, Eugene. It was no one else's. No one decided. It was entirely your own fault. But yeah, Prospero's just standing there, he comes up to the passenger side of the vehicle because that's where you pulled up from. It's great, y'all made it, excellent. Just park in the garage. It's all taken care of.
Uncle Marv had to go do some stuff.
Drugs.
Uncle Marv had to be 100% honest. That's all the better for me that he's not.
You didn't even invite him.
No, he did. He did send Uncle Marv an invite.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he sent all of you an invite. All of you, including Munch, received an invitation to this.
Well, it's just better that Marv's not there.
Yes, Prospero has a slight smile on his face that Uncle Marv is not there. But yeah, just parked in the garage.
So is this one of those LA orgies that we hear about? The celebrities?
God, I hope so.
2 people wishing
if
right now.
If it was, a couple of you wouldn't be here.
We all go our separate ways and just chat afterwards in the morning? Compare notes?
Listen. However you want to handle your trip here in LA, that's fine. I just invited you out. We just opened this hotel, he gestures behind him. You're just invited to the opening. Got the weekend here, and then we'll be going back to Prosperity.
I'm gonna go try and get laid.
But we'll take a slightly different route back to Prosperity than the one we took. So we're not going through the haunted town where we got everybody eaten by the pumpkin children.
Oh, that was our fault?
Nothing happened. I didn't remember anything. Do you remember anything?
I didn't see anything.
Yeah, Eugene doesn't remember anything usually, though.
Haunted town pump. We'll talk about that after the vacation.
Don't ask questions.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Prospero, let's go break in the bridal suite.
It's already prepared.
Hell yeah.
He extends his arm out for you to wrap around his, and he takes you to an exclusive elevator, not even for the normal guests to use. It's just for him and celebrities. You guys head up in heaven.
You can follow this time.
No, I already bugged the apartment.
You called ahead?
No, you somehow snuck a bug into Trace's bra holding.
Yeah, that's what we did.
The bra holding stays on during sex.
Yes. Oh my
Very
God.
weird. Very weird.
Extremely weird. I'm so sorry.
Prospero doesn't understand it. He's just can't pick the ones you love, I guess. And they're weird fetishes.
It makes motorboating a whole new experience.
Can't really
when the motorboat actually comes out.
Yeah. But you all have a wonderful time on your LA vacation. You do occasionally hear more news that a couple other small towns' populations are disappearing.
Oh, that's okay.
But it doesn't seem like it's at a major population center. Haven't heard Prosperity's name come up, so
yeah,
seems like it's all fine.
Is there anybody reaching out to me for business opportunities?
No.
Okay, then I still don't care.
But yeah, you all eventually do whatever. We'll have a quick montage. Besides copious amounts of sex, what does Tracy do on her LA vacation?
Copious amounts of drugs.
That's what I was expecting.
Sounds about right.
Going back to Betsy, what is Betsy doing on the LA vacation?
Betsy gets Trace to take her to the Maserati dealer, and she goes out on a nice hot date with a nice hot foreign car.
I'll ask the question. No, I'm the keeper. I'll decide this. Yeah, there are other callers in this universe that have a conscience that are thinking.
Jesus Christ!
No.
No, I'm the keeper. I'm the keeper.
I was just going to say that Trace just test drives a Maserati, and Betsy drives around with her around the beach.
And they both go to the drive-ins.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know that thing that like eagles do and they're like circling each other like a mating dance, like that, but with cars.
Just in an empty parking lot somewhere in the.
It's like the
There's
drifting.
gonna be a Vin Diesel somewhere around here to save.
It's about the family.
I'm just thinking drifting. I like to do the synchronized drifting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like dressage for horses. Eugene, what does Eugene do on his LA vacation?
I'm glad that you asked. So, firstly, I listened in on all the conversations that Trace had that weren't conversations, and then I went out and I tried to get laid. That probably didn't work. And then I went to
we'll see how well you did. I'm willing. I'm willing to let you test this.
Act under pressure.
Act under pressure. Negative.
Oh my god, yo! I'm gonna say this right now. If I get like a 13, I'm gonna have the most amazing day. Like, oh,
I did say with a -2. You are rolling with a -2. That's a 1.
The funny thing is, I didn't even put any negatives in there.
Works even better.
And you took experience.
You took experience,
But not the kind you want.
Yeah, turns out a lonely, drunk, poor private eye from some middle of nowhere town that is only known because of the family who lives there doesn't get a lot of pull.
That's
with anyone.
Understandable. Not even if I'm FBI.
And then even dropping Prospero's name doesn't even help.
You drop Prospero's name, the girls come over, and then Prospero and Tracy take him up to the bridal suite.
So I listened to it some more. Got it. Okay. Mm-hmm. My night's been fun. And then afterwards, I try to go to the strip club and I lose more money. That's Prospero's.
Turns out, no, Prospero canceled the one credit card you were using. This is your own money.
Oh, okay. I probably didn't know that. I'm just in debt right now.
Well,
I'll probably be in jail.
There goes his last dollar bills.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He had a bunch of singles just for this, and unfortunately they were all spent in vain. Moving on. Munch. Well, how does Munch enjoy his LA vacation?
I think Munch spends time looking the Hollywood scene, but he doesn't do the Hollywood Walk of Fame. He does the Hollywood graveyard scene.
There is that one very famous graveyard in LA. That name I completely forget. Let me see if I can just Google it.
I wouldn't have a clue. I'm not in America, but he does the tours of the graveyards and sees if he can invest in and buy a plot in a nice graveyard. Just in case.
So you stop at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery. It is an actual cemetery in LA that is very famous. Holds a lot of celebrities, people of note and notoriety, rest within its grounds. They also screen horror movies there on occasion. It's very interesting.
Ooh, I could get a job.
You inquire about reserving your own plot here in the graveyard?
Yeah.
Roll me no.
Convince?
Manipulate someone. Convince them to let you reserve a plot.
Cool. This time I'm doing it properly. I'm not using charm. I'm using weird.
Sure.
And because I'm trying to use my unholy mental domination, which doesn't really do enough. On a 7 to 9, I hold 1.
So for manipulate someone, it's no, you're doing the dominate thing. You're not doing actually manipulate someone. You're using your dominate power.
Mental domination.
What
yes.
is? Yeah. Well, what's the order?
To give me a plot.
All right. Yeah. They like the person whose like mind like slowly fogs up is like, oh yeah, of course, yeah, we can reserve you a plot. Sure, come over here, and they fill out some paperwork. They figure out a plot for you to be buried in should the worst case happen.
And then say, next Tuesday, good for you?
For what?
For my new home.
Is this how a zombie gets plot armor?
There is a confused looking, I guess, groundskeeper. I'm not sure who you reserve plots of graves for, but we'll say groundskeeper.
No, you'd have an office
trust.
and a trustee in office. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Then confused lawyer. Like, not sure what you mean, but if you'd like to, I guess, prepare the tombstone ahead of time or the mausoleum, yeah, sure, we can get that set up.
Oh, I can get a mausoleum. Oh, I need the credit card for that.
But yeah, you managed to secure your plot of land. So basically,
next to Marlon Brando.
Yeah, I don't know if he's buried there. Sure, we'll say he's buried there.
Google. I have no idea.
Who knows? I'm gonna give you all some options here because unfortunately, like you guys, you left. Shit's going down. It's bad. Each of you can either collectively all spend, we'll say, a luck point each. And the situation will get resolved in a way that does not doom all of you. Or I can have you do a couple rolls.
Let's do rolls.
I can't die, so yeah, I'll do some rolls.
Okay. Prospero eventually hears the tale of what you all did on the road to LA.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, yeah, no, I don't know why I expected anything else.
You gotta talk sometimes afterwards.
You know, pillow talk's weird.
Especially when it's about like killing kids and whatnot on the road.
Pillow talk's weird. So Prospero like gathers you. It's like, all right, so here's what's going to happen here. I'm going to prepare a magic ritual, much like I did for the moss, to kind of rewind time and erase all of it, so that this isn't a horrible apocalypse you're bringing upon us. I'm going to need a couple of you to help out. So a couple of you will need me to actually help with the ritual. What it's going to do is kind of two parts. One, it's going to summon some of the creatures here, because I need a sample to then destroy to make the spell work. So I need a couple of you to then, subdue the creature so I can do the thing. So which one of you wants to help with the spell? Which one of you wants to subdue the creature?
When you say subdue, is a synonym for subdue seduce?
Probably not in
I
this
dropped out of
case.
school.
Oh, that's great because I'm failing on that. I can do that part.
I would love that Trace thinks that is and says I'm up for that team.
I mean, it looks like a child. I'm not gonna do that.
Unlike Eugene.
I can subdue some monsters. Yeah.
Secondary question. This is out of character real quick. Did anyone inform anyone else about Betsy's existence? In one way or another, was anyone informed of this?
No.
What is the likelihood that Trace is like, hey, Prospero, do you want to like relive our high school days and try to get him in the backseat of Betsy?
The door's
If
locked.
that happened, he would know.
Yeah, he'd be up for it 100%. Like, You know
Okay.
Prospero's down to do some weird shit.
Okay, then yeah. I think you know. I think you figured it out.
So yeah, in this case, it's in the parking garage of the hotel. It's like, right. So Trace will help subdue the creature. He like turns to look at Betsy, who I assume is in car form right now. It's like, Betsy, what would you like to do?
The radio starts going. And now on Betsy Radio, all metal with All Your Sins by Pentagram.
I'll take that to mean subdue because I don't know what else that could mean. So we'll assume that. I suppose that leaves.
No, you're wrong. You're wrong. We're gonna play.
Yeah, maybe play like Black
Listeners.
Magic Woman, something that relates to magic. That
Pentagram.
would have. That's such a loose connection.
Starts burning ties and starts doing a
Who uses
donut.
what else do you
And
use
then straight
pentagrams
lines
for?
to a pentagram.
Every
Like
other
skids?
time it's been the name of the song, it hasn't been the band. I'm going off your logic here. Anyway, so fine. Helping with magic ritual. Eugene. Subdue or magic?
I go wherever Trace goes.
Subdue team. Got it.
Yeah.
Munch. That leaves magic.
Well, that's what I do.
Yeah, no. It shook you out the way it probably needed to.
Because the people that don't have any magic aren't doing magic.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, they can spend luck to make it work. Nothing stops them.
I don't think I've ever done luck well with this. Maybe
It's not even a roll. You just spend it and you succeed. It's great. So, with that, Prospero begins preparing on the roof of the hotel the ritual. He gets all the things, he needs together and starts to perform. And pretty quickly, the weird pumpkin-headed creatures, just like two of them, like appear on the roof from seemingly like the shadows themselves. So, like, Prospero's like, all right, now grab those two. Then he points to like Betsy, who is, I guess, in Transformer form, because how else would she have gotten to the roof? And
No. Betsy got helicoptered up to the roof, obviously.
Okay, yeah. Prospero decided to helicopter Betsy up to the roof because apparently that's what he.
It's a
walk through a hotel in a robot.
It's got a helipad.
Well, he does have a helipad, but it was more of the sense of like he also has a secret, like a secluded elevator away from the public.
Yeah, no.
Get you up. Anyway,
it's
fine.
for a photo shoot.
Mm-hmm. It's for a very weird. It's for the next set of the Tracy nude trading card game.
So,
And
and
use Betsy as a prop.
as Karsh said, I think a pentagram of burnouts on the helipad is definitely in order.
There we go.
And then the skids to get the straight lines and
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. So we will just go down in order. This is only going to be a contest of one roll each. You just need to get a majority of successes or mixed successes, not failures. And we will say the ritual works. Just going down the line here. Tracy.
What am I rolling?
This will be kick some ass.
not seduction. You're not honeypotting.
Not the children monsters as we've established.
No.
But King Kong's okay.
Mixed success.
King
Okay.
Kong's not a kid. So mixed success. All right. Yeah, you take 2 harm from doing it, but you managed to get them where they're needed to be. At least one of them. Then we will go down the line to Betsy. Betsy. This will be a use magic roll.
It's not. I'm not using my assistant ability to help out.
No, unfortunately not.
It's all right.
Because you're not rolling help out. You're all right. So that's a failure.
Have you
So
leveled
that's
up
one
yet?
failure and one success. So as long as we don't get, as
Can
long
someone
as
just
we don't,
donate an all redeem for Betsy, please?
or don't, and it'll be fine. As I slowly choke. Eugene.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I guess I can see it. Betsy, do you want to spend luck?
Oh, no.
Thing? Do you want...
Hell no.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. Going down the line. Eugene.
Okay. I'm guessing I have to kick some ass.
Kick some ass.
Okay. This is gonna be bad. This can't be worse than the 1. Oh, okay. Can I reroll? I have a chance to reroll with the postman always rings twice. So can I use one? Okay,
yes, you are. Yeah, you are following your thing of keeping Tracy safe. So
yeah, always.
All right, make success.
There we go.
You are also going to take 2 harm.
Okay. I'm almost dead, by the way.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's okay. I can't die, so that's cool.
And finally, we move to Munch.
Please stuff this up. Using weird. Let's do this. Oh no.
With that is a majority of successes.
Dang it. I should have kept my failure.
The ritual goes off, and much like with the moss, you see like the big glowing Prospero in the sky again show up. Much bigger than last time, as he's covering a much larger area. As these creatures, like the ones in front of you, just like somewhat burn into dust in the light. And like, you know, you get reports like a couple days later of like these huge clouds of dust have cropped up in different areas. Like the people haven't come back because they have unfortunately been turned, but it seems at least that the monsters themselves have been dealt with. And thankfully, there's 1 day left on your LA vacation.
Near this beach?
There's probably one in LA somewhere. But with that, despite yourselves and everything you have tried to do to cause the world to end, you all once again managed to somehow successfully complete. But that is it.
It just took like a big magic at the end and a reverse time as well. After stuffing
some
up
big
thoroughly.
magic, some petite mort, you know.
A little bit.
I need to start casting magic to get laid. That's just what I need to do.
I think the money also helps.
No, I'm broke right now because clearly.
No, that's what I mean for getting laid.
Oh, that don't happen either.
So I think that's it. Was that it?
Yep, that will be it.
That's it.
The end of session.
End of session.
End of session questions. Where are those again? Have them up. Keep a reference. Probably.
I've got them up. Did we conclude the current mystery?
Yeah.
Yes.
We
did it.
Did we save someone from certain death or worse?
I think we saved most
I'm
of the
gonna
world
say no, because technically the only person you saved was Marv, who retired safely and therefore saved himself.
Yes.
So
But
no.
They saved me. Yeah, I could have died.
No.
We left you to save yourself. That was totally you were left and abandoned.
Did we learn something new and important about the world? Yeah, if we don't do jack shit, Prospero will fix it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
As Prospero's been rolling most of the time he's been here, it's solving the problems left behind by everyone else, whether through money or through magic. The 2 M's of the world.
Sounds about right.
Did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
Betsy. Well, no,
that was
technically
last week.
learned that last session.
But
so
we didn't do
this.
that. We didn't do a wrap up last session.
Oh, then yeah, you did. You learned Betsy's a living, breathing, thinking car.
And also Trace
doesn't breathe.
You know what I meant. And also Trace something.
Oh, Trace might bone down with Eugene if given the opportunity. Maybe she was kidding. Who knows?
And we all learned
But Munch is still
Eugene's
totally
Willy.
out of the question.
I had like a real not even player moment. I didn't even know that was an option.
Like Munch is being denied from a car. So yeah. That shows Munch's opportunities are like.
Any other questions?
No, that's it. So we got 3 out of that. So we get 2 points to experience. And that's
Mark 2 more XP.
I leveled up.
And even Betty leveled up, which has had one session.
And then everyone retire your hunters safely and make cars.
Lightning McQueen, baby.
Do we change the whole story over now and it becomes a cars?
I mean, we can do a whole new background and the whole thing. We do like Tokyo Drift version.
We just remake each Fast and the Furious movie, except we're all the actual cars. There are no humans.
Yeah, you cross Cars and Fast and Furious.
$1 million idea.
I mean, if Disney isn't going to go for it, why not us? Like, we can go for it.
There's probably some licensing issues in there somewhere, but yeah, sure, why not?
If it's a parody,
fuck
them, because that's allowed.
True. But let us go down the line and say who we are, where we are, what we do, all that kind of good stuff. Starting with VJ.
Hi, I'm VJ Stonecraft. You can find me at VJ_Stonecraft on Twitter. I'm a TTRPG podcaster, streamer, and writer. I'm the Keeper for Love Winscraft. It's a Call of Cthulhu podcast. I'm also in the cast over at Crossroads Games. Currently, they're airing Delta Green case number redacted, so if you're a big fan of Delta Green, come watch me in that. I'm also a GM for Girls Run These Worlds, running the Last for the Awful Sea show, which is airing later this year, so come join me in the dark.
I'm going to save you for last because you also do the sign off for the channel. Dr. Oblong.
G'day, I'm Dr. Oblong. I'm an electronic music artist. You can check out my music at SoundCloud/Dr. Oblong. But today I was playing Betsy, the Awakened Oldsmobile. Still, I assume now that, yes, after that ritual, everyone knows that she's who she is. Except for the cast members that aren't here. Cast member that isn't.
Mm-hmm. Maybe they'll eventually find out.
That's going to be a good reveal.
Howln.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Howln. I am a strategy game player. You can catch me over at twitch.tv/Howln. And yeah, I was playing Eugene, the unlovable man that never gets some M&Ms. So yeah, it's great. It's great being Eugene. I'm gonna go cry in a corner.
Did it to yourself.
Yeah, I know.
You're elected to do it to yourself in the rap.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's true. Anyway, I'm Wolf of Red Roses. I'm usually Prosperotheus III here on the Alignment, but today and last session I was your keeper of mysteries for this little segment. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Wolf of Red Roses. You can also find my latest game design work on my itch.io page. That's itch.io Wolf of Red Roses Studio. My most recent game was recently featured on the One Shot podcast, 4-part series. So go ahead and check that out as well if you're interested in what I do. And then after that, we will go to our lovable goblin, Karsh.
And hi, my name is Karsh the Goblin. I was playing Munch, the zombie monster, ex-friend of the group. This group is really, really weird, and I love it. Thank you so much, everyone here. Like, the weirdness of these stories, and like the fact that we just didn't give a shit about the actual saving the world.
No, not at all.
It just makes it even more fun. Because we're not adventurers, we're not Scooby-Doo gang. We're something very, very, very different. So we have some stuff coming up on the channel. We are finishing off Alien this week. Alien RPG, we'll have a little bit of break with that. Circles of the Broken Chain is still on break, though we're playing D&D offline, and we might be bringing Tales from the Loop online. We're going to have a small game with them playing Tales from the Loop with that cast group. And this cast group is, while still having this in the background, still having the alignment in the background, we're working on a new project. We're working on a Blades in the Dark style game, or Forged in the Dark, based off Firefly. So we're still going to have this in the background with if the MC or if the keeper or GM is going to be sick that week, so we'll still come back and play the Alignment from time to time, but we're also working on another show which is based in the Firefly universe. So that's what's happening on the channel. We've got all our stuff on YouTube. There is a ton of stuff. I had a look, we've got over 800 videos on YouTube. We were actually almost at 1,000 videos on YouTube, and I did a massive cull. There's just that much stuff. Shorts, highlights, full form adventures, 50 episode plus, like long running campaigns. While this is like season 5 of this like season 5 is like the 5th or 6th like story of it, so they're very small. These are bite sized for the Alignment. But with all that said, we're going to be rating the Crit Show. They are doing character creation for Monster of the Week Codex Worlds, so I thought we'd keep it in-house. I thought we'd keep it at least the same theme. So just give me a moment to set that up. And yeah, thank you everyone. Don't forget, like, subscribe, all the bits and pieces on YouTube and on Twitch, and on our social medias also GoblinCaveTV. So let's do that, then let's have a bye. So bye everybody.
Goodbye.
Now I look bad. You know what? I'm used to it, and I'm okay with that. So don't you cry.